And let's, I guess, start actually with playing some of the games. Unfortunately, we cannot really play single player as we could in the early stages of the beta in about September or whatnot when it started. But now we're gonna be having at least a few multiplayer games, hopefully. So let's go into the lobby browser and get our asses kicked, because I don't really know any kind of build orders in this game. So it's gonna be all about just, yeah, make villages, make economy, and then be surprised and be killed, I guess. Because I really don't know. And I'm probably just gonna be joining some random game, not really reason why not to. She's disabled, yeah, anything else, not really any kind of problem. So I guess let's just pick the correct game room in here. Well, so what's looking promising? 5 out of 8, 6 out of 8 large islands, random, coastal, continental. I don't exactly think there's gonna be any issue with either of the games. Yeah, let's just join this one if I can. Unable to join, so what's actually going on? Does this mean that the game is full, or... Well, there's a null, so I'm not entirely certain if it's actually the name of the player or not. It's kind of weird to having the null in that. It usually signals some kind of problem in software and whatnot, so I guess let's try another game. Ah, it's a deathmatch, okay. I don't really want to play deathmatch right off the bat. I'd be a bit more interested in a normal game. 8 out of 8. Does it actually refresh or automatically? Oh, here is refresh, okay. Pitching game lobby, so we couldn't join that one, unfortunately. Maybe we can join this guy. Ah, he's having some computers in there. It's not exactly what I wanted. So, come on, what's this like all about? I would rather play some kind of big game where my lack of skill is actually not gonna be that crucial. But this is really a game I would like to join, so what the hell, why am I not able to join that? It's kinda shame. I'd be really liking to actually try that one. Well, so far it's quite nice lobby simulator apparently. Deathmatch random, let's just choose actually, if we can. Yeah, just random. So that we don't get actually the deathmatches in there, confusing things for us and me and whatnot. Large islands. Do we want to play some kind of water? I would rather play on a land as one of the first games. I did play multiplayer before, some 1v1s a few months ago, where I actually got horribly killed because I was actually at the time playing with somebody who is really skilled and who is actually playing Age of Empires 1, the original, in some kind of competitive manner. So yeah, I didn't really stand much of a chance in there. But it was a fun game. Fortunately, I cannot really put up on YouTube as it was still under NDA, so yeah, let's just refresh. And just looking at the 2 out of 8 guy here, could be potentially interesting game. Medit, not really interested in that. Inland, 2 versus 2 versus 2. That's kinda not fair to my potential teammates. Yeah, let's look at this, if we can join actually. Ah, we can. Okay, because one of them is computer, and then it's one of the guys. Huh. Why is he actually having a computer in there? I don't exactly want to play that. Maybe I'm just gonna end up actually hosting my own room, because so far it seems like that the games are kind of weirdly set up. Maybe they're just making up for lack of players, which is kind of weird, because Microsoft boasted that they have actually included some 100,000 extra players, but yeah, I kind of don't think that's really a real number. And especially not all of them are gonna be interested in the beta for some reason, because they have actually pre-ordered it mostly. But yeah, reasons, I guess. Reasons, I guess. Let's try the medit, let's see. Seems reasonable. And I actually having plenty of players in there already. Apparently this is gonna be some ping, 300, that's a lot. Well, it's not really a lot. Oh, this is bad. It's probably gonna be kinda like fast. Let's choose a random team and hopefully it's gonna be getting better in there. Yeah, it seems like that it might be, so hopefully it will be playable. From what I have heard so far, there is quite plenty of lag in the game and between the players, but yeah, well, that's kind of the feature of the remastered editions of the HD and EE and whatnot. Hopefully it's not gonna be that bad. Hopefully it's not gonna be that bad, so I would definitely like some kind of nice games. So can we actually click Redis somewhere? Would very much like to do so. I'm gonna go random god, or other civilization, that's kinda okay for me. And I'm ready, so let's kinda get started. Well, teams, I kinda don't think it makes any kind of sense to actually have a teams, because I kinda guessing that nobody knows how the other player is actually well equipped to play. Free for all? This is not really free for all. If you are actually having question mark in there, it should be random teams. Please establish your connection quality. Well, what does that mean? That's kind of weird. Conquest, team together, yes. Reveal map and whatnot, blah blah blah. Population limit 200, alright. That's gonna be plenty of pop limit. And it's a bit different, of course, in Age of Empires 1. Usually, or rather usually, the game is basically prepared for about 50 population limit, if I remember correctly. So it's probably gonna be kind of different gameplay. But there is one thing that I know about Age of Empires 1, and is that actually chariot archers are extremely OP. So it's a good unit to use. And then that's about it. That's about it. It should be basically the same as the previous game, or rather the latter game, Age of Empires 2, quite similar in most of the regards, and there just a few things are gonna be different like informations and whatnot, but it's not like it matters a whole lot as far as we are here testing and having just fun games. But we are taking quite some time to actually establish the game. This is definitely weird, and I kinda hope that actually they haven't quit. But the game taking this long, this is definitely not good news, and basically the fact that we have been given the cancel button in there is not any kind of good sign, it seems. So what's gonna happen? At this point we are already waiting for about 2 minutes, I would be thinking. So I'm not all that thrilled to actually continue staying here, because that probably means that something has happened. But at the same time, it's weird that the game is actually not telling us as well. Putting us out of it. Yeah, well, what we can do? What can we do? I'm just gonna give it a bit more time to potentially set up. But to be honest, right now, reasonably sure that this game is actually not gonna start. So, not a nice first one. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yeah, goodbye. This is kinda gone. Let's actually try to play a game here, if we can. If we can, so random map, is there something that is actually getting filled? Well, this is with computers, not great. Now we couldn't get there for some reason. 6 with computers, 4 with inland players. Yeah, let's join this one, looks promising. And suddenly the game is full. Maybe the player actually changed the number of players in there. Weird. Yeah, this is actually a Czech guy against a computer. Well, I didn't really want to play against computer players, but kinda guess I just as well join. So I'm just gonna be hailing him in Czech, maybe even talking a bit in Czech in here. But again, game is full, like, what's going on? This is not right. Ah, because he's having different game version. All right. Yeah, I just right now noticed that he's having a different version. I should be running the latest, and that's the reason why I actually couldn't join there. Okay, but that definitely is very, very bad notice of that. Just game room is full. Like, why and what? Okay, so I just need to look at 4838. Fortunately, I cannot really filter those out other than looking at it. Random. 4838. Plenty of computers. That just doesn't make any kind of sense, that kind of game. Two might be interesting. Let's just... Ah, he's different version though, so I cannot play with him. Team it. Well, I would be definitely expecting plenty more players than this then. Considering how many players they have boasted that are gonna be actually playing in the beta. Or rather, allowed into the beta. Not really all that great here. So, 3v3. It's looking nice.
Your attempts are futile. Your attempts are futile.
It's looking interesting. Alright. Let's go random. And I guess ready. And you might just as well start. It seems like that we are actually 3v3. It could be fun. So huge. We are playing standard and whatnot, so potentially even wonders. And here we go. We actually are right in the game. And we need to, of course, find some kind of extra food. And also thinking about already dropping a house pretty soon. Yeah, I definitely can read a whole lot of that. And we apparently already need to drop a house. Well, I would definitely like some kind of food here. So far not getting anything like that at all. So where the hell am I supposed to find that? Bear with me, because I don't really know how the map spawns, so I have no idea where I should be looking for food or whatnot. Ah, there are the berries. Nice. Just found them at the nick of time, exactly as we need it. So that's of course gonna be granary. Right next to it. And we're also having the idle guy here who was scouting a bit. Okay, so you can already come back. And you will be establishing yourself somewhere here. And I apparently will need to slow down a bit. Actually some kind of scrolling speed, as it's slightly faster than I would be liking. Scroll speed slower. Yep, that seems slightly better. I mean, we have actually quite nice gold mine right next to our base. With a bit more stone, it seems like, in there as well. And seems to be everything going so far quite alright. We're just gonna be, of course, having to look out for the extra houses. And here we're having quite some lag, apparently. It seems like there is... I'm not exactly certain what those icons mean, but one of them is gonna be slow computer and the other one is gonna be, of course, slow the rest. Yeah, we know. Let's build another one right off the bat, so that we are covered here. And he is already fighting with the lion, and apparently doesn't have any kind of bloom. So of course we are not in Age of Empires still. So finished, and you might want to move to the top for, of course, some storage pit, if you can actually afford it. 120. That's gonna be quite soon there. And we're already getting into the stage that you can actually be sending the villages somewhere a bit different. And we could even combine it, I guess. Yeah. Come on. For example here. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Alright, so right now we are having plenty of foodies. We should be probably also switching, rather trying to find some other source of food, because it's 150 times 5, that's about 750. It's not gonna be really enough for anything all that much. Apparently shift clicking doesn't work as I thought it should be. Yeah, I was hoping that it's actually gonna be working like, obviously, like in other games. But apparently not really. And I will actually need to send one of you to try and look for some other source food. Okay, so how much food do we need for the second age? I think about 500. That seems to be about enough. We're apparently gonna need a house. Come on, where are you going, guy? Some kind of water here. Is it actually something that we can dock? Yeah, no. We could dock that, but yeah, well, it would be kind of funny. And useless at the same time, of course. And hey, we have actually discovered the ruins. Yeah, they're just giving us something extra. Potentially it's a win condition. If you can actually capture all of them across the map, it's gonna be in condition because we are playing on standard. And so far, I'm not really having any kind of luck with finding extra food. This is not good news. I'm literally finding none. There is some extra gold, that's cool to see, but yeah, well... Gonna need to advance into the second age, because, of course, I cannot build farms just yet. Just building a bit of a wall in there through the houses. So what the hell am I supposed to do with the food here? Yeah, right about now, I have basically just run out. So, give me food, please. Oh, this is looking like a big water. So we can potentially dock that, I guess. Is this actually shorefish? Yeah, it seems like a shorefish. That's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be producing... rather placing a granary here. I think that's for berry bushes and farms. Okay, so I need storage pit. Yeah, I need storage pit. Around here. Well, we did find the second source of food. That's actually quite helpful at this stage. But unfortunately, we haven't found any kind of... As I speak about it, here we go. Here we go. That's from food, from hunting and fishing. Okay, it's gonna be under storage pit. You should be already thinking, though, about advancing. What the hell are you going, guys? Well, I'm gonna take this. Oh, crocodile. Ah, we actually killed him. Good job. Good job, matey. Oh, didn't want to do that. He's just gonna be running everywhere. And they don't help either. Yeah, damn it. I'm right now not all that intent on producing all that many extra villages, to be honest. I would definitely be liking to advance already. I'm sticking to this age all too much. Apparently idols everywhere. And come on, guy, just work. You can see all those idols here not doing anything. Not good. Not good pathing. Fudge. Misclick. Yeah, because I'm having kind of sucky mouse. And sometimes it double clicks. So this was exactly what happened in there. But you might just as well right now switch into a different source food. Into a hunt. It's gonna help. And we're gonna be waiting for the second age right about now. And you can also produce a few extra houses. And you're gonna be reasonably fine. So 500 food, that's gonna be there in no time. And just about now. So let's advance into the 2H. As you are not gonna be really the fastest, but it's alright. We are having the guy on the right side helping us in that kind of department. You are doing good job. We are having idle with the rock, unfortunately. The completely forgot about. Not great. Apparently we can be producing a few more dogs here. For a bit more efficiency. And you just kinda screw it. Go for the gold, for example. You don't need really all that much of food just now. And we are having enough. Wow, it's gonna be a long run. $57% in, we are getting plenty of wood. Two idlers in here, you might just as well come forward and maybe even continue building the houses. This is looking like a nice spot. Produce some interesting walling. So let's do that with you. That's gonna be, of course, hunters. You might switch into this source food, and then you're apparently down here as well. Okay, so we're just gonna be waiting for building some farms once we get the market down. Seems like we are in some kind of connection issues. Uncounted gem. That's our guy. That's unfortunate. Definitely would suck to lose a player. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. That's our guy. That's alright. Let me just sort of produce it here. Let's start making villages, I guess, towards gold. That's what's gonna be probably right now needed. We have finished with the market and might just as well move into farmland then. If we had enough wood. Yeah, damn it, we need a bit more wood. And that means 120. Needing wood for actually making wood. Yeah, that's kinda unfortunate logic. 8 villages already killed, so that's kinda fine. We don't really need all that much of gold, we need more wood. We're probably switching them also into the front a bit. The storage pit. And where else should we go? They're already in 3rd age, they're kinda jumping in there. Hey, don't have enough wood for the second one. And now we do. So we have finished with the hunting. You can also go for a bit of a fishing. In the meantime, I'm gonna take few of you for farms already. That's fine looking. It's a lot of everything. Would kinda like to advance as well in some reasonable time, and so kinda guess let's just not do anything all too hasty. Yeah, you're just lazy. You're gonna be switching into farms as well. And one of the idols is here, so he's gonna be switching into farm also. 800 requires 2H buildings, so I'm already having that, so I'm fine. So I'm just gonna be producing a few more extra villages. I'm gonna be also moving them into farming, because I need a bit more food, of course. You can actually gather Vale, and Vale is actually for gold, right? No? Vale, it's actually for food. I was kind of thinking that I remember from somewhere that actually somewhere bales are actually for gold. Might be confusing it with different game, not entirely certain. It's probably some other game. Yeah, definitely had to be. Because why would they be changing something like that? Doesn't make much of a sense. We are having red knights already coming to the bottom, and it seems like blue might be needing some kind of help, so we might already want to prepare also for that, as we're gonna be also advancing into the next age in reasonable timing. So you... oh, come on boys, don't stay in each other's way. Let's build a barrack somewhere, for example here. Really? Farm doesn't count as a dual age building? Like, why? Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to wait for that, which is another village done then. You're gonna be placed in a farm, and I can guess in you, for example, as well. Okay, so advancing. What? What's going on? Like, I'm having a market and this. Market is still in the Dark Age? It's weird. I don't think it isn't. What's going on? Well, at any rate, I'm just gonna produce some archer range then. Another villager. Weird. Definitely weird. I'm gonna be using, of course, the time. And Armecwal has already resigned, which is the guy from the other team. Well, that was kind of overreaction to actually this one knight. It seems inside his base, but well, pretty good job. It seems that yellow is gonna be dealt with red and blue, so that's nice to see that those guys are working well. And what's actually yellow making? Archers, so we can make a few swingers to support our teammates. Finally, get allowed to advance to the next age. Tool work into hand-to-hand unit attack. Better archer armor. Yeah. I'm gonna be making archers, so let's go for that. $60 to idols. You might just also continue with a few houses. Few houses on you, and army getting kinda there. Yeah, it seems like they're actually having a bit of more problems. I'm gonna be also assisting him a bit in there. Seems like that red is basically the best player in our game, so we don't really have any kind of issue with... rather, he should be having too much of an issue with doing what he does. Everything seems to be going reasonably fine, at least so far. Well, let's switch you into farming, and we are having plenty idle somewhere. Okay, so that's finishing these guys, and we are still having... yep, you have enough place and room around our granary. So cool. Could probably research the wall in. 1,800. So this is the time when we're gonna be actually needing plenty of gold, so let's just switch to that. Improved bow. Don't really need that all that much. I'm just gonna be producing a few knights, I guess. Because why not? Yeah, let's just send everything to our ally. It's gonna be apparently needing the assistance, so I will also could be producing a few more military. Wheel gonna be useful for chariots, of course. We are under attack somewhere. Yep, see. We're also gonna cut in through here already, so let's just move you a bit more. More to the back. We are gonna be using, well, let's just research some things that are gonna help us. Down watch for towers, why not? It can also be useful all the time, and we are having to wait a bit. Well, apparently making plenty of cavalry here. Taking so much time to actually make, so let's just make a few more military buildings then. Apparently horses are what we are supposed to make, based on actually what the player is doing. And I'm kinda gonna be listening to him, of course. Yep, come on, boys. Let's go into battle. Not enough stone. So where do we have stone? You guys... How's this? Definitely needing plenty of them. Apparently the same problem for the red guy. But where is actually stone? I'm having plenty of gold. Ah, here's stone. Cool. Here we see it. So that's where the next villages are gonna be coming. Okay, we cannot make any more of those. And making anything else from this position is not really that useful. So I don't think that's gonna be all that advisable. We should though be increasing, or rather should we? We can actually already advance into the next age if we can produce, like for example temple. And for example also government center. We'll be able to actually advance a bit forward. So it seems like that we have solved the problem with the yellow player. And yeah, that's about it. So let's just right now move the unit somewhere else so that we can potentially move a bit forward. Let's look at the elephant. A few more extra villies as we are gonna be finishing with the buildings, and then we're gonna be switching to the next age, and we have about 2000 idols, which is probably gonna be from farms finishing. Yeah. That's exactly where it's coming from. Low, that is quite useful. Of course, upgrades to fishing boats also useful. And yeah, apparently idle too. God damn it. So many idols. You can see right now. This is exactly what happens when you don't really play all that regularly. And just cast plenty of games. That's what's gonna happen to you. We are here, you are coming for new farm, and yeah, also new farms everywhere, and that's, I'm kinda expecting that we should be having. That's shift 3. Is it working that way? Apparently shift 3 is not working that way. Alright, that's not cool. Is it control shift 3? I don't know. Weird, but I couldn't really get it done. I'm gonna have to look into the hotkeys a bit later. But now we're apparently gonna be moving into the enemy in full strength then. As you're also advancing into Iron Age. And let's send everything forward then. Everything that we potentially can. We're advancing next age. Let's get some upgrades if we can get them. Some new units are already being made, so that's cool in that regard. Let's figure out what's actually going on with the idols then. Yeah, I don't want any Vololo and whatnot right about now. Build time, logistics, barracks units take half population, don't want that. Yeah, nobility is good. If I actually had enough. How is actually the chat? To all. Okay, so we have actually won. Well, because we had, apparently, one of the skilled guys on our side that was actually the red player. And then, well, it seemed like that actually orange was just plenty booming, but wasn't really ready for any kind of military production yet. Seems like that he was just starting, that was a bit late. He would be joining exactly right now from the right flank. But since red was all over the place, and in the end we joined as well with blue, also getting saved of course by mainly red. And I also helped a bit, but just helped, let's be honest here. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a victory. Okay, so nice game. Nice actually to basically like get a lay of the land and know what to actually look at a bit later in the next games. Idols, definitely idols. But yeah, that's in an Age of Empires game. And next, better timing into the second age, most definitely. As you could see, I was having such huge problems with the food. And if I timed it slightly better and advanced probably faster, I could have farmed a whole lot faster in there as well. Well, in the meantime, let's check into some post-game. Do we have that? Yeah, statistics, I guess. Not entirely certain if Quid Game is gonna be looking, or rather sending me to the statistics as well. So I just rather do it now. And then do it again. Well, yeah, this is something I don't really like all that much about this UI, because you can see the text is kinda hard to see in that. Just should be something a bit different. I don't know, either different colored text, or just make it a bit more dark, the background. It's not really all that easy to read. You can read it, but the other post games in the other games are simply better. It's a small thing, so I guess it can be easily patched. Not really much of an issue. So military. 8. Huge. Economy though, not that bad. Actually second best after Uncounted Gem. It's good to see. It's a good start. Religion, yeah, I was having plenty of it because I did luck up on the Stonehenge quite soon, and also up on one of the relics. So that's the reason for that. Technology, well, apparently Foophobics a bit overdone it, rather overdid it. But otherwise kinda okay. Military. 11 kills. You can see that yellow and red were basically the biggest players in there as far as this goes. He was having such significant losses in there. Interesting. Just killed one less than I actually lost. I was maybe thinking it was a bit worse, but apparently not. Anyway, gold collected, alright. I was close there to Uncounted Gems, so probably was taking, or rather going for it at the correct timing. I did miss definitely the stone for the slingers, that's something I need to keep in mind. Villager bonus, most explored. Yeah, that's something in Age of Empires 1, when you are actually winning some parts, you're gonna be having some extra score at the end of the game, I'm thinking. Or rather, if I remember correctly. Religione, artifacts 2, temples 1. Yeah, I was having 1 temple and 1 ruin. I was having 2. I remember 1 next to the TC, so I had to have actually discovered another one. That's weird. Or they are actually maybe switched. Could be, not certain. Timeline, yep, I was still very much present in there with the Minoans. Okay, let's go back to the game and maybe find the second relic, because yeah, I have been 1 artifact in there. And I'm just calling it relic, but well, just gonna be getting used to in there. Did I discover some at the end, or stole some at the end? Definitely could be. As I was having a slinger even in there. There is some kind of green thingy. This is a horsey. Horsey number 2. I really don't see second relic. But I did have 2 ruins. I'm kind of certain about that. This one was mine for a moment, or rather for a longer moment in there. And this one also, but this is in the end. Yeah, well, it has to be somewhere. Who cares? Yep, I want to quit the game. And right now we're gonna learn if we're actually gonna get this the statistics at the end as well. Ah, yeah, we do. Okay. So we do, and we don't really need to go into the stats before we actually quit the game then. Okay, so that was the first one. Quite a nice introduction and slower pace. Good player on our team who actually won the game for us. That's always what you want. And not really any kind of lag. That was kind of okay. Definitely good to see. I was definitely worried about that because I've seen really plastered it all over the internet that the lag is pretty bad. I kind of know that it's of course peer-to-peer, so it depends on the players and the distance, but we are having experience of course with HD, Age of Empires 2 HD, and of course Age of Mythology Extended Edition as well. That, yeah, the guys actually behind this Forgotten Empires, Skybox and whatnot are not exactly great with the netcode. But it seems that maybe they have actually improved their game. Let's see. Let us see. So this is 7 out of 8 on our game version. Let's join. Aye, it was apparently already filled. It isn't, so why actually I am not allowed to join? Weird. We are having the same version, so yeah, you can see 4838. Yeah, Bell, I guess something different is gonna be waiting for us in the store. Coastal. That's actually the map that you just played, right? I think so. Let's join the 3v3 if we can. Okay. Apparently not in time. Yeah, not in time, it seems like. Not in time indeed. So there was a bit of water. Right now there is apparently land map. Highland. If it's something similar like it is in Age of Mythology and Age of Empires 2, then it should be some kind of waterways between players. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so we are in. You might be clicking ready, and hey. Cheese and toast. Oh, well, hello, developer. That's actually quality assurance player, or rather quality assurance tester for Forgotten Empires. So he's probably gonna be owning the game. He probably has played quite plenty of it. But I was dropped for what reason, actually? Huh. So, some kind of elitism or whatnot? Hopefully not. Highland, it was this one. Maybe they were waiting for someone. Could be. Who knows? Who knows? There are still plenty other games, so let's just join something a bit different. Let's try the Medit. Unable to join. Yeah, that's weird. That is strange. Computer 38. Plenty games starting just now. Let's try this. I would really like to join there because it seems like exactly the game. For me. Yeah, for noobs only best connection, that would be really cool. But for some reason it's not allowing me to join. I have absolutely no idea why. Yep, one of those things. Come on. Something going on, like some kind of freeze. That is strange. Come on. It seems like the lobby is having some kind of problems as far as actually lagging goes. We have already noticed that before, or rather I have noticed that, as it's really kind of slow to react to things, and apparently right now, yeah, I'm having significant issues actually handling this. For some reason it's actually not listening at all. Come on. Let me do stuff. Ah, finally, it seems like that it has finally somehow caught itself. Oh, that's plenty more games. That's something I was looking for. Oh, well. It's almost looking like that actually it was missing plenty of them, even though you can see that a lot of them are just now made up. It's just some kind of luck or lag? Same word almost. Computer in here, not too interested in that. Large islands. The computer, not really what I would be interested in. But that's probably, yeah, ooh. Okay, so that's French, only French. I can speak some basic French, but I don't really think that would be enough. Don't really brave myself to actually go into the French game speaking French. I could probably really get by, but yeah, it wouldn't be nice. It would be pretty complicated for me and for them as well, I guess. This seems nice. This seems nice. And we are in, so let's just click ready. And hopefully wait for the last player. And we are looking at everybody being green here. This is nice. Ah. Yeah. Switch. Gigantin 8 players, population limit 250, really? That's a lot. Conquest, so no wonders or relics or whatever. Moderate, yeah, that's just how animals are gonna be killing us or whatnot. I think in Age of Empires 2 and such, it does dictate how the animals are gonna be aggressive or whatnot. I'm not entirely certain if here as well. I'm just don't see it here in the tooltip all that much. Seems to be just giving tips for something a bit different. Something probably changed. It's gonna be map type Oasis. That's okay. As far as it's a land map, I'm gonna be happy. If the players are actually having no team, I'm kinda not sure. I haven't really tested this all that much, so I don't know if it dash actually really means that you're not gonna be divided into a team. You're really gonna be playing like free for all or whatnot. Not really certain, but yeah, well, it's kinda up to them. I don't have a problem with anything. I'm just here to have a bit of fun, play a few games. So yeah, that's why I'm here. And quite probably lose in the process. Winning the first game, that was already quite above what I was expecting. So the victory is already finished, or rather, actually done for me. So that was the goal for today. Yep, we definitely can. He's gonna be playing the Romans. Let's see what we actually get from the random here. Alright, so here we go. $250 pop limit, an 8-player game. That's asking for trouble in the late game if we get there. That's a big if, of course. That's definitely a pretty big if. And we're already getting the cancel yet again. So this is actually the second time that we're trying the 4v4. And it's not even loading us into the game. That's not really nice. That's not really nice of the game. It's almost looking like there is some kind of connection meter or whatever before the game actually starts, and it might be kind of bugged or whatnot. But again, loading. Ah, here we go. And that was fast. So like, well, luckily for me, I'm not on the team that has actually lost the player just now. But that's definitely sucking. Purple player, or rather purple color is quite neat, just to be said. I'm in the pocket. It's cool. And why I'm seeing just 2 players and not a third one? Is he like alone? I need to find some food though. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here so far. So where are we gonna be coming for the food? Well, this seems like the biggest task. To actually find the food. And then it's gonna already going to be quite fine. Ah, oh, lion, come on. Careful about the dude. Ah, here we are, berries. Thank you. Thank you very much. Granary right next to that, and you can go back. Get the food. You can go back as well, you as well. And we need to find some kind of... Ah, here's a wood line actually. So storage pit right next. And you go for that as well. You might also build a house in the process. And we have seen some animals, but that was actually next to our ally. Ah, next to us as well. Okay, so that's cool. That's actually gonna be quite close by, so it shouldn't be any kind of drag on our economy. Good to see. Quite happy about that. And we have some idlers? Yes, we do. Where is the guy? He has finished with the house. Alright. Continue with another one. And then you're gonna be switching into... I guess wood. We're having plenty of resources though. Like, surprisingly large amount. That has to be some kind of... actually... what the game settings are. Maybe that's the moderate and whatnot difficulty. What it actually does. Not entirely certain if actually hunt is faster than berries. We'll have to look that up somewhere. But if it's gonna be, of course, something like the other games in Age of Empires franchise, then the hunt should be faster. But yeah, this was the first game, so maybe they didn't even make any kind of switches like that back then, and we're happy to actually have the game going. Fine. So that's about how many? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's gonna be 10 villages on food. That seems reasonable. And you might want to... not really. Just continue with the wood there. And you probably go into wood as well. We're gonna be trying to switch into the tool age already. We have plenty of food here. I'm gonna be trying to actually lure them next to me. Storage pit here is gonna be good placement. Yeah. Come on, where are you going? Might already start gathering there. And you will, after you finish with this, you will move to hunt. Come on. You're gonna be hunters as well. Let's jump the age, because I'm really interested in getting some kind of good amount. Reasonably good amount of actually farms, if we can. As the animals are of course not gonna be lasting us for much longer. 150, 50, okay, you can already move on to hunt as well. And you might try to push the deer here a bit. Well, it's not deer, it's gazelles of course. But I kinda guess you know what I mean. Let's build 2 houses with you. Let's push the deer a bit. You seem to... Oh no! And now you're gonna move, really? Come on, stupid gazelle. Let's send the one guy behind. Not liking how actually this one is pushing them all the way off. Let's try to work the magic. Yes, that's working well. Stop, 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 stop. I need to push them a bit further forward. That's cool. Okay, that seems nice. Well, since I have absolutely nothing else to do right now, I can just as well do this. And where are the idols here? So this is this guy who is just finishing with the houses. Yeah, continue the wall. No reason not to. And we're gonna be switching a bit more into the stone. And maybe even a bit more into the food here. He's also going kinda all kinds of ways. Far away, and come on, why are you just stopping here? Go for this deer. We're gonna need the market. So that's gonna be one of those that is just being made. Gonna be market for you about here. Do we want either of those? Not yet. Can I guess not really all that yet. It's gonna be of course storage pit for stone gathering here. So you have finished with the house, and yeah, we might just so continue here. Not really that much of an issue with that. And what are you actually doing here? Really? Really? I'm gonna go for domestication so that the farms are already quite alright. And I already want to prepare them for some kind of attack. Seems. Okay, finished with this, so go for the gazelle. The last of the gazelles. We have this, let's go for wood. You'll have to find some other... there is another wood source. Okay, so that's alright. I was slightly worried in there, as it almost looked like you might be having issues with that. And apparently here we go with the leg. Yeah, Ulte whatnot. Green one, okay. You'll be switching into possibly archer range. Your archers could be useful. Idle hunters, yes. So I'll be needing at least a few slingers. Well, right now I cannot. I really need all the extra... Well, not really all the extra idols, but I need all the food for villages just about now. Come on, don't go anywhere. No, build yourself a farm. Wow, here we go. Yeah, he is a bit faster than I was expecting, so that means let's go for towers, but I need to find granary. Yeah, that's alright. I'm already going to be making a few slingers and a few archers. We can. Well, I just really find you. It should be working. And let's get some professional soldiers actually involved. And you might just continue working right now. Well, that was a quite quick rushing here by the players. But it seems that we could be handling the situation in the long run. If we actually micro properly. Come on, run. Well, they're not listening at all, so... If of course they were, it would be a slightly easier game. And we have the towers then, I guess. XY, that has already resigned. That's a guy on our team. Yo, that was actually this guy. Oh, ah! That's not on our team then. So, like, what's the deal with that? I'm just gonna be loading you next to the tower. So, for some reason, even though he was killing me, he just resigned. Well, can I guess? Thank you. But we're having right now the archers up, at least one of them. But you need to run away. You need to run away next to the tower. Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna be fine. We are having towers. So that's gonna help our asses quite significantly. Yeah, that's gonna be working alright. And we also need to switch villages, of course, on food then. Burning farm still gives food apparently. So we're happy on that. Let's get things a bit normalized then. Of course, that was a pretty nasty surprise. Maybe continuing with the farm building and... Yep. It's gonna be cool. Too many dead bodies. Economy absolutely slaughtered. Alright, of course. But the towers should be at least helping us in here. So those two guys are still waiting in there and they could be helping us rebuilding, of course, the food economy. Let's farm on the backs of our dead villages. Always good idea. And it seems like the farm is gonna be just burning until it's done. Which is gonna be quite a long time, because you can see still 20 or 240 in there. And you are already moved that far behind, or rather far away. Yes, you have run out of wood. Okay, let's just move you here. Hopefully they're gonna be at least helping each other with the lion. Because the lion should be already starting to attack us. Yes, right now he is. And no, friends are actually completely screwing him. Yeah. They weren't really nice. Not really any kind of nice guys. So we can finally resume building some villages. And potentially even some kind of army. So let's just produce a few slingers. To give us some kind of sense of protection. I hope you finished just now. I definitely hope, because if you didn't, then you're quite a loafer. Don't really want any clubmen here. Alright, so right now I'm pretty curious how the game is actually gonna go. As this is gonna be a long time actually trying to rebuild us, or rather ourselves, as our teammates are so far, just basically kinda booming or whatnot. Not really ready for any kind of fight at all. I kinda already need to prepare because I'm expecting that the opponents might be already coming for us as well, especially Benegon. You can see 241. Yeah, that's somebody who actually knows what he's doing. So I'm slightly worried he might be coming nearby in some kind of reasonable time. We are having plenty of stone, so we don't need that anymore. Let's just switch into farms then. And I didn't do it correctly. God damn it, just wasted so much space in there. Yeah, well, doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter really. Anyway, some kind of upgrade. What do we need? Wood. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable upgrade. We are having just a few villages here and there. So that's one that I would actually like to have. We don't have a problem with housing, so we can upgrade that as soon as we get some reasonable amount of wood. One missing, really? Guys. Not anymore. Let's have a look around. So that we are not surprised by any kind of other stuff like this that we have been a bit before. And so potentially we are also a bit closer to the enemies, or rather to the allies, in case they are under attack by the enemies, because I'm really kinda getting worried about Benegon. He has dropped about 40 points, so he is advancing. You can see he's in bronze. So he might be even advancing into some kind of Iron Age or whatnot. We're gonna be scouting around to see what we can discover. We can discover around here. You two stone miners can also switch into other farms. Let's just move you there and... seems like... Seems like you might be starting to thinking about Bronze Age. Oh, that's just slime. Come on. Come on. Die. And he's apparently also losing food. So basically the same as in Age of Empires 2. As opposed to Age of Mythology. In Age of Mythology you can kill animals also through units, not really lose the food. Few more villages and we get into the 800 there. We definitely are. Fortunately, basically in Age of Empires 1 everything costs food. Like absolutely everything. So having weak food economy is a problem, and if you want to kill your opponent, it's probably a good idea then to try and target his actually food economy. It's gonna be putting him into pretty awkward placement and position. So, needing 2 food. Not anymore. Let's greet the Bronze Age then. And we need to find another wood source. Well, in the middle there's of course gonna be plenty as we are on Oasis. Yeah, I don't really want to go there all that much though. Let's already move you a bit more to the south. And in the meantime, what do we do? We can probably do some upgrades. Unit attack. Hand to hand. Is it really useful? We're having so far just archers. But the horses were pretty good. And what are we actually as a civilization? I haven't noticed yet. Palmyran. Alright. I have no idea what that means for us. Like absolutely none. But we need to build houses apparently. So let's just produce a few of those. And technology 3. Palmyran villages are expensive but are good. Camel riders. Yeah, well, otherwise you can suck him. Okay, probably just camels. Let's try the camels then. What it's gonna do to us. That will of course require a stable, and we need to produce then a few of those. At least 3. Seems like a decent number. Let's just scout around. Ah, here he has discovered actually one of those guys. That's Quizzer. That's the guy that was actually attacking me. Yeah, I wasn't really fond of him. Too fond of him, and we should be switching into gold mining this time. We are already prepared for that. So let's just move there and move in. Don't really want to upgrade the towers yet. What we do want is definitely wheel. And wait for the horses then, because that's gonna be quite useful for us. So, cavalry or camel rider? Let's build five camels and complement it with a few normal cavalry. Because of course they're gonna be good against enemy cavalry, but against everything else they're just gonna be kinda squishy. So I will have to make up for that by something else. And Nulsvev has resigned as the enemy team. Alright, seems like that he was having enough of the game. And we are running out of arms. Well, that's gonna be costing us plenty of wood. Plenty of wood indeed. Come on. Get it built. And since we are gonna be making some horses and whatnot, we can of course upgrade the attack, and then we can also upgrade cavalry armor. It's gonna be helpful. So here we go, chariot archers. That's one of the very powerful units in the game. Unfortunately, we don't really have enough wood for that, so we kinda need to somehow transition into the middle. Even though I don't really like that all that much. Yeah, well, we're on oasis, so what else can we actually do? Let's go with them. Okay, there is lion yet again. Come on, die boy. And we're having camels. Let's move them somewhere into the mid. And produce the cavalry then. And what do we have? Chariots. Normal chariots. Yeah, I'm not really interested in them all that much. I'm a whole lot more interested in the chariot archers, but we don't have right now wood for actually even the storage pit, so we need to wait a bit. Unless we have just finished with the wood. Ah, yes. Oh, well. That sucks. So, do we have some stragglers around the TC? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we're lucky. There's gonna be a few wood in there. Wow, this village is so dead. Unless he's gonna be having friends. Come on, go to friends. I'm gonna help you. The lag is definitely getting real right now, if you can see it. It's definitely getting very real. Chariot archers, moving somewhere there. We need wood. And we can get it. So we have finished. We are still having a few stragglers here and there. It's nice for you, and we are having some extra wood here. That's nice. It's gonna help us, of course. And you might just as well switch into a bit of gold as well, as you are gonna be switching into the wood. Those two of you. Wow. Okay, so it seems like that Brown has finally found his way into actually the Allies base. So it seems like that we're gonna be arriving exactly on time. Which is of course good news. So is this working like a multi-queue or not? Yeah, it is multi-queue, nice. But he cannot make a different unit, so we just need to wait once this is actually done and finished. And give me more wood, guys. Do we have some upgrade for that extra? I don't think so. Ah, we actually do. But it's costing 150 wood again. So yeah, that's kinda Sophia's choice always. When to actually go for the upgrade. Yeah, we know. Plenty of idols, plenty more are here, and he needs to move already forward. We need to move forward as well for the food. Rather wood. And we should be kinda getting into good position. And once actually this last guy is done, we're gonna be making a few more camels. And it's actually, I'm slightly worried that right now, as I'm having all of those three, that they're having waypoints somewhere different. Unfortunately, I cannot see it on the minimap. Oh yeah, actually I can see. Yeah, right now it's working well, so it was just the first units that I was sending somewhere differently. Yeah, it definitely is. It's lagging quite a bit, but not really that bad. For me, basically lag doesn't exist almost. I just don't mind it because I'm used to playing about 2K. About 2000s, where you will when we were playing actually through dial-ups, that was 56k kilobits, not megabits or anything. 56 kilobits when you were lucky. So you can kind of imagine how brutally fast the internet was. And basically at that time it was kind of alright to play with one second lag or ping, so it was absolutely no issue. And when I see players right now today complaining about all the lag and whatnot, just kinda have to laugh. And right now we are actually in a position where we should be already thinking about maybe even switching more release into a bit different source. Like for example into food. And also we apparently need a few more houses. Come on, boys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Join into the fray and kill a few units. Nothing better than to kill your enemies. How did actually Conan say it? Exactly. There's nothing better than to hear the screams of the women. Well, I don't remember anymore. Maybe somebody could actually quote it correctly in the chat. I can't really put it together. Because I can put it together in Czech. But in English that's a bit different story, because I don't think that I've actually seen Conan in English. I've seen it about 100 times already, but in Czech. So I have absolutely no idea how it's actually properly said. We are under attack here in the red space, alright. Period just coming up. We are also going to be coming up with a few more extra armor. And we need to start producing though a bit more farms then, but maybe you could just switch it into elephant. Seems like a reasonable idea. But even though we are right now ravaging red player we mustn't forget is the one who is already dead. So we don't really need to do anything with him. But we need to be careful about potentially somebody coming from the top. Like, we haven't seen Benegon yet, or rather we have seen about one unit, I think, that we have already slaughtered. So I kinda guess let's just have a bit of fun in here, or rather leave the fun to the green player and whatnot. Now let's have a look somewhere into the middle. Okay, we have already done, or rather dealt with this. We need to build a few buildings from this age, like government center and, for example, temple. Maybe we could even build siege workshop for catapults, but at this point we don't really need them. Now I'm getting ready for the next age. Yeah, I know. So I just built a few more villages, and hopefully when we get there, rather when they finish, we're already gonna be done. I'll definitely be liking to send at least one unit to the top. This is villager, chariot archer. Yeah, let's send you to the top. I'm really kinda curious what's gonna happen at the top, because I'm kinda expecting that the brown player could be waiting somewhere, or basically laying some kind of plan. Because he's having very high score, so either he's just booming his ass off into, like, absolute brutal level. And here we go with the Iron Age. Why not? Let's go for all the upgrades. Besides infantry. That's not something that I want. Chariot archer coming top. And we might want to rebuild. There should be one extra elephant somewhere, or is there just a solitary one? Disappointing. Let's continue with the gazelle then. You are gonna be continuing with a few more houses. Absolutely anywhere. And I also want to send a few more villies somewhere to the bottom to actually start making some extra units and buildings, military buildings rather. About 3 archer ranges could be enough. That's gonna be number 2 from now on. So where do we actually find the enemy? This is yellow. This is our ally. Leather armor 4. Chariot archers of course gonna help quite immensely, otherwise you don't need all that many extra upgrades for infantry armor versus missile weapons. Yeah, we're not doing infantry. Screw that then. I could be probably making another town center, which, well, yeah, at this point kinda who cares. Ah, there is the elephant. So let's just go for that, but I would be liking, what do we have? Buildings and whatnot, but we want horse units. Yes, nobility is good. Nobility be good. This is looking like a starting position for a player. So where the player actually is. That might be the one that actually resigned very early, but not too certain. We actually want to scout around here a bit. Ah, we're again running. What I would definitely like would be for the sound of the farms actually coming out be a bit more prominent, because it's kind of, I mean, like, of course I'm having music a bit down, but at the same time it's like not popping out as opposed to the music. It's kind of drowning in the music itself. And here we go, this is a blue player. Alright, so we have found him. We can just now camp there and wait for yellow to actually arrive with the infantry to kill the buildings and whatnot. We have finished with this. You might just as well go for a siege workshop somewhere about here, why not? Oh, damn it, didn't want to do that. And let's go for more chariot archers then. We're not gonna be making too many, so apparently we're having shortage of wood. Through all the building. Apparently a bit more efficiency could be useful here as well, so let's go for that. Still nobody coming through the top. It's taking so long to advance into that age. Okay, that is having plenty of them. Plenty of them indeed. Heavy cavalry, nice upgrade. We'll take that. But this is whom? Yeah, this is the guy who is dead, so we don't really need to care about him. What can we get here? Some extra upgrades? Sure. Give me all you have. And give me some catapults, of course. Yeah. Stone throwers coming up. Of course I have enough wood right about now. Why is it telling me that I'm not having enough wood? You can see the cost. Ah, 180. Wasn't it just 80 a bit before? And then it sets cost 200. That's probably for the building though. But anyway, catapults are coming up. There's no doubt about that in my mind. As you're of course gonna be getting some extra upgrades, which is for gold miners, work faster and whatnot. Why not? We have apparently finished with the stone. So another player has resigned, and where is stone extra? Here it is. Come on. Come on. Give me the wood. Ah, we are right now kinda stuck, it seems like. Well, that's either bad lag or we kinda gonna be finishing with some out of sync or drop. We have plenty of idols because of course in here. Well, the green has disconnected. That was on our team, unfortunately, but at this point it's not like it matters who is gonna swell, so it's gonna be just up to Benegon to find him and whatnot. Idols in the middle, yeah, plenty of them, of course, as we don't pay enough attention to our economy, as at this point it's not like it matters a whole lot. You are just gonna be some kind of chronicler, so you might just as well move forward or rather back for a bit more wood here. And we're having so many resources actually, as far as non-wood goes. As far as non-wood goes though, just Skid Chariot. Yeah, well, I don't care about that. Let's build more cavalry. And this is Siegecraft. Stone miners work faster and carry plus 3 stone. Villagers have extra bonus versus towers and walls, and slingers attack range and required for heavy catapult. Yeah, that's something that we want. Alright, let's go there then. They're under attack somewhere. Was it just a lion or was it somewhere here? Very certain, but let's just corral our units. Somewhere in here, and it's like a yellow monk. Okay. Yeah, we are apparently converting here a bit, and we just basically right now closing down on Benegon. Let's see if we can find him in some reasonable time. Ah, here we go. Here he is. He's having ballista towers already. Almost ballista. This is just Guardian. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be needing the catapults. Heavy catapult. Yep. Gonna be needing first normal catapult, and then of course it's gonna be coming for heavy. Yeah, let's just right now time it properly. Okay, Chariot Archer actually having issues with the lion, it seems. But it's alright, already killed one villager. But let's just stay here. He's just basically serving as a scout for us to allow us to see if the enemies coming somewhere close by. And we finally have quite decent amount of resources at our disposal. Of course, archers, that's gonna be helpful. Let's make a few more villages and we're gonna be kinda good to go. Don't care right now about the inefficiency. Wow, he's already joining into the battle. It's not what I was hoping for, but of course I'm gonna be helping with catapults from the left side. They're already coming forward. And we might also be coming through the top then. Well, 2 is gonna be coming through the bottom. Okay, so when I'm actually having the buildings clicked, it seems like that it's actually not adding to all of them, but only one. Or is it just so badly lagged that I don't see any kind of proper reactions to things? Well, we have gotten our ass kicked here apparently, so time to regroup a bit. He's using elephants, and camels are against horses and elephant units here, so he can build plenty of elephants. Or rather camels. We're actually good with them as we are having pretty fast guys. Then we are gonna be building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example, catapults. As who cares at this point, and we also need to switch plenty on gold, as we're running out of that. Okay, so we have run out of gold. Here we are having plenty of stuff. Ah, we are having more gold right next to our base. That's cool. Wow, that's plenty of idols. That's almost looking like we actually ran out of something in the wood department. Yes, we really did. We really did, quite significantly so. You have run out of gold. There is another gold in here. And this is another wood out. Alright, let's move a bit more to the south then as well. Which is gonna be leaving us with just 2 idols, which is alright. As the second one is of course house builder. Oh, it doesn't seem like that we are actually needing all that much extra population just now. Let's just move you forward as well. You need plenty chariot, archers, camels to get ready for what is come. It seems like that yellow is right now coming through the top as well, trying to basically scout what is going to happen in there. What we need are definitely catapults. Or rather, he's moving in there into the correct position, so that's fine. Yeah. Do we have flare? Not. Yeah, well, we are having plenty of army here. Maybe we could basically turn the battle on its head and go for him in the meantime. With this. I'm not all that significantly worried about what's going on here. Let's see what's gonna happen with that then. Still, this is actually the archer from the very last, or rather very start of the game. Let's keep him alive here for a bit longer. And let's see if we can actually force him to push back a bit, or rather pull back through the catapult and whatnot. I'm curious about that. Yeah, do what you want. Don't really care about those. Hopefully we'll force him to go back a bit. That's one ass slow catapult. Those elephants are actually not half bad. What is actually Yellow doing? Well, he could be also attacking at this point. I'm kinda keeping him busy here. We need to relinquish the ground a bit, but we have also gotten rid of him. Let's keep those hidden here. Somewhere next to the gold mine. Should be right now quite fine with the situation here at our base. Making plenty of camels. Wow, actually really plenty of them. Quite plenty of them indeed, but we need to also replenish. Considering how much of a counter unit should camels be, I'm definitely getting my ass handed to me. That's definitely not great. Wow, I'm definitely not winning this battle. Can we actually... the catapult. Well, that's one elephant dead, finally. They're absolutely kicking my ass, like, absolutely totally, so, like, what's wrong? They are supposed to be countering with the elephant, so... I mean... At least have an equal battle with them. Maybe. Definitely not looking nice. At any rate, we are also needing to switch into some kind of farms. Let's go a granary. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do we have? About 8. So let's just continue with this. Should be working for us. We are having right now plenty of catapults, that's cool. But we need to somehow actually get him off this ground. Is he right now, like, pulling back? Oh. Oh, that was the archer from the very start of the game. Poor guy. Poor guy indeed. But yeah, well, you're not gonna be having economy here. I just need to hide the catapults. I don't really want to lose them. But this is just a goner for him. I'm just gonna be making for the fun of it a few elephants. Because, like, they're absolutely owning me for more or less no reason. For more or less no reason. We're having plenty of upgrades here. Basically all of them done. But we could be getting some extra upgrades potentially in our center here. So, alchemy, increase damage for ranged units and fire galleys. Thank you, it's gonna be useful for chariot archers, of course. Why? Why do you stop? Just go there. Why is he actually stopping? This is so confusing. I'm sending him there, and he just stops and goes absolutely somewhere else. Like, what? Come on. Give it a bit more time, boys. And plenty of camels left. We have apparently finished with the elephants. Yeah, let's just replenish the army a bit in there. Yeah, we're not gonna be good with camels against this. So let's lure them somewhere back. And I'm also hearing plenty of farms getting done and whatnot. And we're also getting done with, well... Yeah, having 7,000 gold, so I'm kinda guessing we don't really need that all that much, so let's just send the units forward, or other villages forward. And go for a few towers or whatnot. Maybe you could just gather the gold here, why not? We have already slaughtered those guys. You might move forward here. And that's gonna be good army already. With the catapults hidden in here. It's not looking how bad. He's probably coming back for a bit more. For a bit more. What is it called? Gold. So of course, chariot archers, that's your area of expertise. Killing villages and infantry. How's it looking with yellow? You're just gonna keeping him busy. Okay. Not bad. Need wood. Need wood. We lost all the woodies here. Kind of forgot about that. There's another gold mine potentially that he could be hiding at. Catapults here. We're getting army everywhere, all across the place. Villages are coming forward. And where do we have actually our elephants? Where are they hiding? Because we did build few of them. You can see they are right now coming forward. Somewhere. So since yellow is attacking, let's attack as well. From the other side with all the catapults. Hopefully this time it's gonna be working a bit better. We are controlling the gold alright. There's no problem with that. And okay, let's move units here for unit production this way. We need to find some extra villages and find work for them. Where that work is actually gonna be wood. Okay, so yellow could right now attack. And yeah, we kinda could actually right now produce a few Wololo guys. Not a bad idea for the elephants. If we actually got enough wood, we need 200. Oh, that's gonna be here in no time, so let's just move forward. Maybe we could hit and run a bit. Might be a bit more efficient. Okay, that seems to be going well. And no, screw this. You need to protect the catapults. Just get on the units. Just get on the units, boys. Elephants, finally, here we go. They got across the whole map and finally they're gonna be joining the battle. But the units are definitely pretty stupid here in this game. Because you can see they're just continuing fighting against building. Even if they are having actually normal units just coming up to them. Not really helping all that much. So there we go, it seems like that we are actually... Yep, right now we have one. Good. Good. It took quite a lot of effort, the guy definitely put up quite a lot. He wasn't half bad, but it's kind of surprising that with the way he was playing, why he actually wasn't a bit more aggressive, because he seemed like, looking at the score, that he was actually a bit more skilled with the game than us. So he potentially could have attacked us on our base, but yeah, well, he apparently didn't want to, or whatnot, so yeah, that just didn't happen. Well, that was weird. But anyway, that's that, and can we actually get some game timer or whatnot by F4, F11 and whatnot? I hope I'm not gonna weaken in my game right now. F4 is score. F11 is timer. Yes, it's a timer. So that's what I was actually missing. We actually played 53 minutes, which is maybe the whole game time, actually. It really could be. The game was long. The game definitely was quite long. At any rate, nice game. And let's check the post game then. Alright, so Dirty then is gonna be winning. Well, I'm winning as well. I'm winning on military. I was having a bit more of that. Economy apparently as well. But he wasn't having all that much economy. Military he was winning because he was slaughtering so many of my units. Even though I was pretty much upgraded. And something to take out of this is that the tooltips lie. Camels are not a counter to elephants at all. The elephants were absolutely wrecking me. Absolutely totally. And that just wasn't even funny. I was having so many of them. And about 3 elephants were able to kill like, I don't know, 10, 15 camels without any kind of issue whatsoever. It's just kind of ridiculous in there. Well, it's nothing to actually learn and know. Good to know. Well, the next games, I guess. Technology 52, well, you can see he was having plenty more. He was apparently researching a lot. I was kind of researching only what I needed. 99 kills, 24 raisings, and 113 losses. Yeah, well, I did lose plenty. I really did. Okay, gold collected. Oh, 15,000, that's a lot. Villager high 66. Exploration 54%. Alright. Why is it actually counting just gold? That's weird. Would be really liking to see the other resources as well. It's a bit of a shame that it doesn't show them. And he did convert probably a few elephants in there. Yeah, I did see a few monks or other priests that he was making. So that was the idea at the end that I was also having. That was through the yellow player. And religion, yeah, I'm not gonna be on anything. 2 temples, so at least something. You can see 6 points for the temple. And he was having more for the conversions in that. 42, that's a good score for him. Most technologies, plenty of them. 32, I was on 26, not bad. And yeah, that's the players were actually leaving. He was still in the game with the Hittites. And Hittites are actually the one who are having the best chariot archers, if I remember correctly. Maybe not, but I seem to kind of have that kind of memory. But yeah, well, that happened. And I guess that's a GG then. Alright, so I'm gonna be probably continuing with one more game because a bit later at 21 GMT, that's in about an hour and a half from now, I have to stream RTS League, Age of Mythology game, a decider in there for the playoffs. So that's gonna be up to me, it seems like so far. It's gonna be just one game, but well, it should be quite a high level one. So if you're interested, that's gonna be at /RTS League. At /RTS League. And in the meantime, as I said, one more game is gonna be played. I need to take a very short break, but I'm gonna be back in a few minutes, and then we're gonna be continuing. With our Age of Empires Definitive Edition Closed Beta. Alright, so I'm back. Let's continue with the last game of today's session then. As I said, after that I'm gonna have to switch into RTS League, into Age of Mythology. And what do we have here as games? Inland, 3v3 random teams, normal speed. And do we actually find some kind of player that we know somewhere? I haven't so far met anybody. Only the guy from Forgotten Empires that I actually remember. Can't say that I would be recognizing any name here. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so let's just refresh and join the random game then. Yeah, that's the null. That's something that I wasn't able to actually join at all from the start of the game because he's having, of course, different version. So that's that, and join here if we can. It seems maybe that we can. And we might be getting started already quite soon. Ah, well, apparently I was too hasty. This is kinda really weird, those messages which the game is full or rather whatnot. It's kinda probably just trying to tell you that the error is different, but there is just basically one error message or whatnot, it seems like. Not sure. Not sure. Continental, noobs 4v4, that's cool by me. Unable to join lobby. That's not cool. Well, here. Unable to join lobby, that's nice. And this seems like that actually this is double here. Los apples and no, it's different. Actually different people here. But they're having just the same name of the game. 3v3, 4v4 hardest AI. Well, I don't know how the AI plays, but hardest is usually cheating in Age of Empires games, so I'm not all that thrilled about going there without any kind of experience with how it actually goes. I was just double clicking by mistake, don't really want to go there. Wanted to continue browsing. But how slow this is definitely annoying me. It's not like game breaking or anything. But it's a bit annoying, let's say. Come on, let me click. Ah, thing's stuck again. It's for the second time today. For the second time today that the thing's kinda got stuck. You can see that I cannot really move anything, click anything at all. It's kinda strange. Well, that's apparently gonna be taking a bit of time. Wow, this is lagged badly. This is so badly lagged out though. Come on. Game, please let me play. I want to play you. You just don't want me to, apparently. Ah, here we go. Finally, we have somehow invoked the gods. And they are going to be allowing us to play, apparently. Let's refresh the games then, so that we see what's going on. Different version, not interested. We could not join here. Everything seems to be more or less full. This is looking promising. Let's try this one, for example. And if we can't join here, we're gonna be trying the other games. Seems like this might be actually against a computer or whatnot. Not sure. What's this all about? Minions for him. Yeah, I'm gonna be continuing random. I don't really have any kind of preference. I just play all of them the same, like a noob. It's not gonna be making any kind of difference for me. But at least some players joining up, and we are having inland 250 pop limit. Yeah, we didn't get there, and not even close. We were at max about maybe 100, slightly above 100, I think, in much more than that so far. So that was that. So how's it looking? We are having 5 players, so we are apparently waiting. Well, what's right now going on? Hmm. This is almost like the reaction to what I was typing in the chat, like like I'm having issues communicating, like talking to them, not really having issues in connections or whatnot. But this is like a free for all, or what is this? I don't know. Almost looking like that. Yeah, this is kind of bugged, it seems like. This whole game is weird. Can see the kind of problem in connection in here. Probably. Probably seems that it cannot really connect us for some reason. Yeah, between me and that rabbit. Not really sure what's going on. Yeah, I noticed. Well, we cannot really resolve that, so... It's most probably not me, but, well, this game is already kinda weird. So let's just switch into something a bit more normal. If there is something like that. Brazilian, yeah, that's not for me. 6 out of 7, that's where we were just now. North America, yeah, well, that's not us either. So let's just go here if we can. And wait for the rest to join then. Ah, somebody is playing with French. Ah, they're playing just 2v2 here. Yeah, well... Yeah, let's just make it simple. Yep, I was going to do that as well. Not really sure what was his reason for kicking me and not the last player, which would be the logical thing to do. But yeah, I've learned a long time ago that players don't respond to logic well. Large islands. I'm not entirely certain I want to actually fight on water. Kind of a bit more partial to land battles. But in the end, I kinda guess why not. Two v 2 EU. Can we brave a 2v2? With our skills? Ahem. Let's try it. And yet again we are 5. Why do you host a 2v2 when you leave everything open? Come on. Just creating problems like this. Yeah, let's just make it simple for them. Well, this lobby simulator is definitely boring. Looking for the game not proving too easy. Maybe I could be just hosting my own, but yeah, well, what kind of settings I would actually put there? Not certain, but let's try this one then, on the large islands. Let's brave the waters if we can.
Join me.
It's almost looking like that actually this guy could be a problem as far as leg goes. Ronaldovet. Yeah, that's his name, Ronaldovet.
Kill me.
Conquest, Nomad. Oh, we're actually gonna be starting without a TC. That's interesting. That's a new one for me. That's a new one for me here. And here we go. Here we go. So we are having villages. Villages like one. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so that's interesting. Okay, so I kinda guess we might want to drop a TC. It's a kind of good position, like, for example, here. It's looking promising. And who is actually in some kind of my team or whatnot? Ally, Macedonian, Jumping Ita, and Sumerian Skills, and we are Shank. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what we are good at. So we have plenty of time, so let's just start it. The Tech 3. Villages cost 40 food, nice. Start with the game with more minus 40 food. Walls have better walls, but otherwise we're completely useless. Well then. Well then, that's not a good civilization then. We are having horse archers, we don't... rather chariot archers we have. So that's cool, we don't have heavy catapults, we have helepolis, cataphracts. Oh, okay, that's nice, that could be useful. Cataphracts could be definitely great. Alright, let's look at that. We don't have Trirame, so on the water we're gonna be kinda sucky. So horses it is for us. Horses on land and on water, yeah, well, we'll see. It will go somehow. And you will want to probably place a dock. Where are having all the fishies? Somewhere about this position seems correct. And a bit to the south, well, I don't know what actually, rather where the players are of our team. So unfortunately, I cannot really see that. So hopefully, this is gonna be a good position for the dock. I just as well go for a bit of food in the first time. Yep, that's gonna be goodbye. One of those, and we're gonna be moving. Then 2 villages on food, 2 on woods. There's just gonna be some kind of random build order that I just made up. I'm gonna be needing wood, of course, because of the fishing boats that I'm gonna be producing. Pine tree. Oh, olive tree. Even olives are here. Date palm. Yeah, so many trees. Or other trees. How is that a pine? That certainly doesn't look like a pine. Maybe it is, if it's actually somewhere alone. Elm, pine. Well, this... Come on. Don't exactly agree. But yeah, I can see there. On this one, I can see how it's actually a pine. Okay. So that's fine. Yeah, we know. We know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe it could be a better idea to actually start with the dock. And only then enter TC, but it's probably up to testing. Not really certain right off the bat, but maybe some kind of viable strategy. You don't have enough wood for the start to even produce a few fishing boats here and there. It's not really like it's any kind of stupidity or whatnot. Could be potentially working. And why are you actually keeping not doing anything? It's like a complete retard. Always goes one way and then just keeps watching his teammate actually working. Yeah, I know it's actually quite rewarding to watch others work, but that's not what I actually made you for. Okay, let's just kill this guy. Did she really go that far away? God damn it. Oh man, that didn't help. Okay, come on. No! Too late. Too late, we lagged out. So he will just have to go a long way. This is definitely kinda interesting spawn. We're gonna be having apparently stone and gold at the same spot. Not really that bad, otherwise you're having some extras on the island as well. What is gonna be a struggle for me is gonna be figuring out when we actually should be advancing. That's gonna be kinda interesting to figure out properly. And are we having some deep fish? Yes, we are having some deep fish a bit more to the south. We also need to produce another house. And the elephant. How did elephant found his way on a little island like this one? Well, probably the same way as the gazelles. They were probably imported there. Now this is like the only logical animal that you could be having on an island like this. Yeah, well, who cares? You're playing a game, of course. The command lag though is definitely real. Hey, I cannot even hit correctly. Well, we are apparently leading, and by some brutal margin, which I'm guessing is gonna be the combination of water economy and land economy. Which is probably something that not that many players will do unless they are experienced with the game. With Age of Empires, so that might be the reason why I'm actually so much ahead. So we're getting plenty of wood, which means you're of course gonna be getting plenty of wood for the fishing boats. Let's just switch here as well. Up, that was fast. And that was on our team, god damn it. Not cool. Well, things are apparently gonna be getting interesting. Suddenly and out of nowhere. Yeah, well, you might just as well continue right now gathering the wood. As you were, as we are gonna be waiting for a few more villages. Of course, some more fishing boats to be made. Still. And we're almost looking like we could be advancing into the tool age. Because the fishies should be giving us plenty of food in no time. So I'm thinking this is gonna be working well for us. Okay, you might want to switch into one extra house, for example. In the meantime, and how's it looking with the TC? One extra villager, and how's it looking with fishing boats? Coming back. Coming back in good numbers. 450. Might be almost working out. Yeah, let's just build one extra then. So that we are as efficient as we potentially can be. Rather, possibly can be. 2 fishing boats there. We're gonna be needing this guy to build another dock. Quite soon. Well, that's unfortunate leg spike apparently. Come on.
Who's the
Don't want
man?
anything of that. Yeah, there seems to be some kind of issue. You can see that Skrazer and Ronaldo are having some kind of issues with the leg apparently. Yeah, let's go for the docks somewhere about top side. Yeah, we have noticed. I think everybody in the game has noticed. Fairly sure. Oh, we need another building. God damn it. Just one dock is not enough. We need... yeah, granary, whatever. Barracks. Not. Storage pit, yes.
Yes.
That's gonna be at least useful a bit later here. But we definitely are picking an interesting route. Right now we need to finish. Rather help them finish. Because right now we are already over time. And quite significantly so, has to be said. So I kinda think we are already saturated on this dock. I'm gonna be waiting for the second one to finish. $185, 166 for Rising Star. For some reason he's actually leading. Not entirely certain why, but yeah, well. Seems like it's not really by the team in here all that much. But it's not like it matters a whole lot. It's gonna be extra houses built. So that we are prepared for the next ages. And as I said, I'm kinda thinking I'm already saturated in here. It's gonna be dock number 1, dock number 2. As you're gonna be producing a few more, or rather, some military boats pretty soon. Yeah, I know. I'm already working on that. In the meantime, I could be producing 2 extra boats, for example, for this position. They will be coming to this dock anyway, so seems like a good use of the free time that we are having as far as we are advancing into the next age, of course. Everything going quite fine. And let's switch you to finish with the gazelle. There is still a bit of food on her, so let's use her fully. Do we even want a granary right now? We will probably need it a bit later. This is looking like a good spot to place it for a bit later. To place it for a bit later, of course. Scout ship, alright. For what I wanted to say, for a bit later when we're gonna be needing plenty more economy. Right now though we need everything to send on wood, and we're gonna be producing the few military boats as I said. Have a look around finally. And you're still gonna be pushing for more wood or rather food economy here. Maybe a bit more further into the sea, like here. That's hand-to-hand, leather, that's something that we don't need yet. We don't need that yet at all, but what we do need is actually a market to build somewhere. And we of course get enough wood for that. Come on. Come on, a bit more. Right, so here we go with the military then. Let's go scout who is actually on the south of us, if it's an ally or not. That's what we're gonna be needing to see. And know as soon as possible. We apparently need to build houses a bit sooner. Yeah, we know. And how is actually gonna be helping you? Typing about it. Not sure. 251. It seems like our economy is actually way better than those, or rather than the economy of the opponents. And of the allies as well. So let's just spread out a bit, boys. You're just gonna be clogging things in there if you are just gonna be sticking to one position. Not the greatest of ideas, of course. And we are discovering so far what? So far that we don't know who is in this position on the island. Could be producing a few more, and maybe two could already be also coming forward with a few more boats, if we can actually afford them, because they are damn expensive. And even though we are doing what we can, we so far cannot really afford. Well, this lag is definitely getting very bad. That has to be said. That is definitely true. First though, what I'm gonna do is increase efficiency of wood gathering through the market, through the upgrade, because we need that absolutely brutally, right about now. And then we're also gonna be moving on the wood on a bit different place. And apparently you just you weren't interested in more work. Yeah, well, I don't pay you to loaf around. It's interesting. You can go so far away. Well, right now, as I said in the last game, that I'm actually used to lag. To even a few seconds of lag from basically around 2k a year. When we were playing on dial-ups and whatnot. This is really something altogether else. This is like even 10 seconds plus. I kinda wonder why the game actually isn't dropping. I would be really expecting a bit this kind of lag. The game would be dropping, going out of sync or whatever, which is kinda good news, I guess, for the quality of it. But so far, the games we have played, they did lag, all of them. They did lag, all of them, and I definitely couldn't call them smooth in any kind of meaning of the word. You can see this is really pretty tragic. We don't even get any kind of extra messages. It seems like from Ronaldo, it seems like that he was right now actually forced out of the game, which is like my team gone, right? No, I'm with jumping, so that's okay, he's still alive. Okay, so from either side we have seen players disconnected, that's cool. So it was apparently him having the issues. So we just continue scouting around. Hopefully it's gonna be a bit better from now on. We're not having any idols yet. We're gonna be waiting for a boat to be made at the top side. And we're also gonna be switching into the next age, it seems like. Interesting. Almost look like we could be really getting into bronze already. Seem to be in a pretty good position for that. I'm not sure if we are having enough buildings though. We are having one. We are having one. We don't. We're gonna be needing an extra building. Which the extra building is gonna be, I don't know what. Barracks maybe? Yeah, why not, I guess. Let's just have all the requirements ready. So far we haven't discovered anybody at all. Slightly interesting. Should be somebody on this little island. Maybe it was the green player who actually resigned quite early into the game. Come on. Come on. Friends, help him. Yeah, this is kind of funny. The alligator actually win this slow. He actually isn't. Alligators are actually damn fast. They can actually run on you. Or about, I think about, actually 40, I don't know, kilometers per hour, I think. Either kilometers or miles. I think actually kilometers. But still, it's much faster than what actually a normal person can run. Even Usain Bolt is about 39 kilometers per hour, I think, or somewhere in that realm. Two dual-age buildings. I don't know what else. Ah, well, need to continue, for example, with the stable here. Sorry, game. Sorry, game, for being so noobish. Well, I just scout around the island then. Hopefully, we're finally gonna be able to discover somebody, because so far we haven't discovered really anybody at all. Nobody seems to be even fighting for the water. It's a bit disappointing. You have finished with hunt, so you have still plenty of it here. But you can just leave it there, because right now all we need is wood. And a bit later gold. And we need to move around to see where the players are and what the players actually are. They continue with the elephant on their own, but apparently it was just a bit too much on them. Okay, so Bronze Age is gonna be coming up to 80, so we are still having quite the strongest economy in the game, it seems like. We just produce a few more boats then. Just produced a few more boats then. Ah, there is somebody finally. Gonna be apparently able to see him. Getting quite inefficient. Let's build a storage pit here so that we are doing slightly better job at gathering resources. Then gold mining is gonna be helping us as well, as that is definitely something we need to go for in some kind of significant manner. You gold miners switch into stone. You never know when we're gonna be needing some towers. Still absolutely nobody anywhere. That is so strange. That is so weirdly strange. I might just also continue building some houses. Because houses are gonna be always needed. And in case we actually need some kind of defense, I'm kind of thinking I might be even trashing the opponents. Basically, I find some kind of enemy island. And I'm gonna be looking to basically transport it as fast as possible. and produce some towers, like some base of operations, and then continue with the stable probably. We have already agreed that our horses should be the best. So that is probably gonna be quite a reasonable option. Let's even increase the attack already. Which also means that we could be, in the meantime, producing a transport boat. Yeah, I'm really eyeing the island in here. I really don't know who it is, if it's an ally or not, but yeah. Seems like that nobody is really on the water at all. It seems like that everybody is just basically toying and playing on their little island and hoping that they could be attacking and somewhere in the Iron Age or whatnot. Yeah, let's see about that. I don't really agree with this sentiment all that much. Of course, a wheel is needed. Towers, yes. We just said we're gonna be using them in earnest, so why not? Let's prepare everything for the horses. All the upgrades that we can potentially get and possibly get. You can see academy, we can build academy, government center and temple and whatnot. We might actually want to do that. So academy about here and temple about here. So that we have all the buildings at least. And where are all the boats? Somewhere about here. And the transport is right now coming all the way to the top. So let's just find a few villages that might be willing to take an adventure of their lifetime. Definitely curious if there are gonna be plenty of them. Expecting so. Bronze shield not needed right now. And let's upgrade fishing boats as well, so that our economy is actually kick-ass. Okay, so we're getting close to actually nominating a few else. Kinda thinking about those 5. They are looking strong and manly. So let's use you. You're gonna be transported onto the other island to discover what's going on in there. And I'm just kinda wouldn't want to waste actually resources on an ally's island, so I'm not all that thrilled to just basically send them there without any kind of prior knowledge. But yeah, well, that's what we'll have to do. Maybe just a few horses could be made. Just to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna be just deploying them here. And sending one of you on a scouting mission into the middle of the island to see what's going to happen. And if this is actually ally or not. So what we are looking for, and not tactics, sorry. Diplomacy. We are playing with red and green. So red and green are allies. Anything else is not. Otherwise then blue and brown, whatever. Yeah, brown. Are not friends. Nobody inside. Ah, okay, so this is green. So this is the guy who was a teammate. Alright. So he's gone, therefore we don't need to patrol this island anymore. We might gonna switch to the bottom to have a look what's going to happen in here. We don't need to waste our time with guarding this island because it's not important at all. having plenty of idols. Already some fishing boats. No, this is gonna be this. Ah, we're waiting for the last guy. Sorry. Okay, fishing boats need to move here. You are producing hoses. And you, stone, you move south. Okay, so this was yellow, and he is dead as well. Okay, good to know. We don't need to worry about that island either. So, elimination method, definitely working so far to actually see where we need to attack. Okay, let's send you into the middle. Potentially there could be already somebody next to berries. That is not completely impossible at this stage. As horses continue to be made, let's send them somewhere to the south, as we kinda need. We need to be ready somewhere here. Alright. Moving forward. Let's deploy about the middle of the island. Somewhere about here. Seems like the best spot. Actually, potentially find what kind of enemy is on this side of the island. And we could be also using one of the villages for a bit more efficiency for the fishing boats. As you're probably gonna have to move somewhere into the middle. Some reasonable timing. Well, this is a damn slow transport boat. And it seems like that you might be needing the farms a bit later. So let's just go for the upgrade as well. It might be needed a bit later. It really might. So far that's for hoplites, of course. We don't really need them yet. So villages up and out, and let's find whose island this is. Blue. Enemy, nice. Okay, so we are at the correct address. We are most definitely at the correct address, so let's just build a stable right about here in the middle. Then we're gonna be continuing with the tower. Once we are done with this. Come on, fishing boats, work, work. Don't idle around. Not liking that. But so far it seems like that everything is going kinda alright, not really any kind of pressure or whatnot. It seems like this might be a bit of a calm game, rather kinda one of the calmer games. And have I actually built myself in? Yes, I have. Good job, me. I have successfully built myself in. Yeah, well, happens. And it definitely did happen. So you have finished. And what else can we actually build with you here? Let's just have some fun with Priest, I guess. Just convert him. We are having plenty of gold, plenty of everything. So let's just have fun. It's gonna be number 3 here. And we are also having a transport boat somewhere. Yeah, about this position. Where are the horses? Here. Alright, I need the rest of them. That's the 2. And we are having so much wood right about now that we can already switch plenty of them into farmers. Exactly what I was expecting a bit before, and let's do it that now. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how many? 2, 5, 8. You 3 can already stay here. Oh, he's already preparing himself. Well, that's not gonna be enough though. Fortunately for you, because I'm already landing you. So that's temple. Let's produce a few monks. We are having plenty of gold for that, so let's just gonna move forward on you. Okay, let's... let's keep this here. Yeah, right now he's gonna be sorely disappointed. What's actually happening right next to him? Yep, that was fast. That was kind of what was expected. He was already prepared in there, but unfortunately, yeah, he wasn't really ready for this kind of attack. Come on, yet again they continue shooting the dog and not really doing it. This is what annoys me here. But yeah, well, this is an old game, so this is what happens. It definitely makes plenty of sense. Not really any kind of reason to be unhappy about that. My chances are right now attack the TC here. And we might move all the horses into the front as well, somewhere about this position. So, this one is dead. This one is deader. Deader than that. Which means that you can also switch into, I don't know, for example, stone. It's not like it matters. Well, that was kind of fast. We didn't really see what the ally was doing at all, but he was, green or rather brown was in the middle, and that meant, well, you can see that even red wasn't doing anything all that significant, just basically, it seems like that everybody was playing a bit of a SimCity. Yeah. Okay, so that kind of explains a bit. Well, at least that was kind of training game, actually on water, on nomad style, which is kind of interesting to be honest, to be starting with the one villager. And kind of deciding if you go TC first or dock first. Not sure yet what's actually the correct decision in there. But yeah, well, let's look at the post game then. Ah, didn't tell them GG. Bad sports me. Shame. Shame on me. Anyway, yeah, you can see absolutely no military from them. Okay. The race were just basically, I'm guessing, single player players having a bit of fun, trying to test the game out, how it actually plays out and such. Yeah, well, this is multiplayer, so I was kind of expecting some kind of opposition like in the last 2 games. Apparently, when you are having islands, that's not what you should be expecting here in the beta. That's what I actually take from this game then. And well, kills 40 of course, yeah. It's gonna be everything won for me. I was having, even from the start, a stronger economy through, of course, using both the fishing boats and the TC to basically get my economy going. And well, that's then a GG then. Yeah, you can see I was occupying plenty of the other players' places on the timeline in there. Well, GG. Okay then, so this is gonna be it for this session. I'm not certain if I'm gonna be casting more this week. It's definitely possible that at least one extra day I might be streaming. The beta should be closing on Monday, so still plenty of time. But I will be of course streaming some RTS League and whatnot, as I will be also today in about half an hour at RTS League. It's Twitch TV/RTS League. I'm gonna be streaming a decider between the Uncappables, that's the name of one of the clans in the competition, and Emperors of Mythology, and it's gonna be a decider in Age of Mythology for the playoff seedings. So should be quite a high-level matchup. So if you're interested in Age of Mythology streams, well, definitely follow RTS League channel, and also me here on Blackadder's Place, as I'm streaming not only Age of Empires, but also Age of Mythology and other games as kinda the fancy goes, like for example some Heroes of Might and Magic, and I'm also having long-term planned some RPGs like Daggerfall, Might and Magic, and yeah, those kinds. So plenty of games. Otherwise, I have in YouTube, you might be interested in that. I have in plenty of Age of Empires, Age of Mythology, and other videos in there. It's /Blackadder's Place. You can also find the link below the stream in the buttons in there. And of course, yeah, you can see there also Facebook and Twitter if you are interested in those. Well, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's session of the 3 games and the showcase of Age of Empires Definitive Edition. It's quite an alright game. The multiplayer is having quite plenty to be desired as far as lag goes. I don't really think, I'm fairly confident the lag and whatnot is not just because of the players. It's also because of the players. It's a peer-to-peer. But I'm fairly certain it's not only because of them, because it's really kind of bad at times. The games are playable. I don't really mind, to be honest. I don't really mind unless we are having like 10 seconds like we were having in the last game. But the previous games, there was lag. I have no problem with it, but I can definitely see how plenty players will be. But it's kind of up to you. It's an old game, so kind of guess why not if you can deal with that. Single player, well, we can showcase, but it's probably not gonna be, I don't know, it's probably not gonna be that bad. From my experience from the previous beta, it was kind of alright. It was kind of alright, normal gameplay experience, like if you were playing the original. With that said, I kind of think there's no reason to buy actually this game if you're having the original, as the original is very much playable on actually today's machines. There's a thing called UPatch for Age of Empires Rise of Rome. You can find it on !UPatch here as a command if you are interested, and it allows you to play original Age of Empires Rise of Rome on modern machines without any kind of problem, with high resolutions like 1920 on 1080 without any kind of issue. You can also find videos of that on my YouTube, as I was playing, for example, the Egyptian campaign with that. So that's this. I'm probably gonna be streaming maybe at least once more this beta until the week ends. And well, your choice if you want to buy the game or not. You can see plenty of it here on plenty of other channels, which is definitely nice that they have let so many players actually into the beta, and also that finally we are able to stream it so that players actually can gauge for themselves if they would like the game and if they would like to spend the money on it. Alright, so thank you for watching. I'm being Blackadder at Blackadder's Place, and see you later, and hopefully in about half an hour at Twitch TV /RTS League with some top level Age of Mythology. Definitely would be glad if you stopped by.